So Communities That Care is a 5-phase prevention planning framework that looks to address health and social issues of young people in communities. So the aim of the framework is to reduce health behaviours that might impact on the healthy development of young people. Health behaviours and social issues. So we look at a range of what we call risk and protective factors around young people that are identified through a youth survey that is implemented across schools and across the community, and from that the group develops a profile of what those survey results are telling us, and we do a little bit of a deeper dive into what's happening in our community around the presenting issues. Then we determine exactly what it is we want to prioritise, and we develop a community action plan based on those priority areas. And this is about maintaining a prevention approach across the Alpine Shire. So Into Our Hands Foundation has been a major supporter of the Communities That Care Alpine initiative for a number of years. Our first grant we were really fortunate with because we struggled for so long to actually get funding to support the planning process. In September 2016 we were lucky enough to get almost $10,000, which helped us to what we call Phase 3 and Phase 4, develop a profile and then create a community action plan. So in September 2017, exactly a year later, we received funding to help us to deliver one of the programs that was within that community action plan that addressed depressive symptomology, so improving outcomes for young people by building resilience. So we had 8 schools engaged, and with the contribution of Into Our Hands Foundation and other grants that we received, we were able to implement the resilience project across 8 schools for 2 years, which included all of the resources for students, all of the resources for teachers, teacher sessions, student sessions, and also a big community session across all 3 townships within the Alpine Shire. It was a massive undertaking, and without this kind of money from local groups like Into Our Hands Foundation, we could never have imagined that outcome. The benefit of having a foundation like Into Our Hands means that they're recognising and understanding that often we can't get funding for these kinds of initiatives or this kind of work. So it's super important to have local philanthropic groups because they build connections within community. We get to really understand what is out there, what are the resources that we need. In the Alpine Shire, where the majority of the service provision is outreach, it really taps people on the shoulders to say, hey, we're here and you need to be a part of this community. And this framework provides them an opportunity to invest in that community, but without funding, like from Into Our Hands Foundation, it's not always possible. So to be able to call on those bodies and philanthropic groups just means that we can continue to do great work in our region, in our shires, without duplicating services and offering something really unique to this area.